told me about 10 years ago that one day I'd be standing on the Cosette in Cannes at MIP talking about a film that I'd written, I would have laughed at you. I've done every single job virtually in the world, and I almost came to writing by accident.
I write basically because I can't do anything else. I don't love doing anything else. I don't want to do anything else.
I was working on the topic, you know, like making my little article and everything, and those guys, you know. At start, the idea was to make a cinema movie, you know. They immediately saw a series, a huge thing, you know, a huge story. So they decided to go to Canal Plus to make a series. So that's how it happens. And after, I met this guy, you know.
If an idea is interesting to me, even if the story isn't right, I will work with the writer to figure out the best version of that story to tell in that arena. If I can find a kernel in some idea that someone has, I will try and find a way to make it good and interesting for me.
I write in cafes, restaurants, with lots of people around me. I just put my earplugs and write.
I work on my own when I'm writing. It is just me and the book, and I read only the book. I don't watch anything else. I don't read anything else. I just read the novel.
My job is to tell good X-Files stories, so nothing changes in that regard. We are on network television, which does not permit certain language and certain images, and content is still policed, if you will. So while television has changed, the X-Files needs to somewhat remain the same.
Well, it's that thing if you're going to write a character, you've got to know where the character's from and what they're about. This is not a world I've ever been part of. And so, yeah, going there and seeing it and being part of it, apart from it being immensely fun, was incredibly useful.
It was a total joy to adapt. Tolstoy's a great writer, but he's a great storyteller as well. Lovely characters, wonderful relationships.
When you find the story that truly speaks to your heart and write it down, note it down, then you start writing it as a TV script format.
I don't think I'd like to write one of those enormous things. I'm much happier with 6 episodes or thereabouts, or to write a one-off. But I love watching them, and I think they are pretty much the future.
Yeah, and they're all fictional characters. So I never met a Milan. I never met a Naomi either.
Yeah, you met John.
Yes, I met John, but he is a very different type of person. So meeting the real people and then working out how our characters can play into that.